everybody, we are back with week 10 of the Full Deck Challenge hosted by Shanouki Art. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the places. Again, you can just search Full Deck Challenge. Week 10, I believe the prompt is vintage and brown. So we'll see what we can do with that. First off, let us find a card. It's week 10. Well, let's just use that. How about that? We'll use the red 10. And let me see. What do I want to do first? Brown vintage. Brown and vintage. Let me get a piece of brown. That was just out of my brown scrap. We'll work with that. And let's see. I'm kind of leaning towards getting this book. Junk journal cutouts. I think there's some vintagey type things, in here. Yep, there is. I'm looking for mainly a focal point. Do like that. Or that. Let's see here. Keep going, Shell. Looking for a focal point. And as I've done in the past, I've kind of done like nature, tried to do nature type stuff. Although he's kind of cool. He's not very vintagey, but he's kind of cool. He's got brown on him. Here we go. There's some vintage labels. They even say vintage label. These are all kind of backgrounds. Although there's some horses. Ooh, that's pretty. I could use that little bit. What do you think? We have to cut it down, but let's pull it out just because. We could always do mushrooms. Okay, let's look and see. That was just a breeze through. Let's flip through our stamps and see if anything speaks to us in brown. Anything speaking to us in brown? Oh, look at that one. That one's fun. This one's brownish, aging together. That's kind of boring. So Martin Luther King's got some brown background. And this one, it's kind of got some brown on it. It's not really vintage. If we use the trees, although that's not really vintage now that I think about it. There's a brown stamp. nice brown stamp. That's a big brown stamp. Maybe that'll be our focal point. Maybe we just do a card with brown stamps on it. What says you about that? Uh-oh, right away. That's green. Okay, well, we won't use the... Set those aside. Tuck this back in here. Somewhere. Ooh. And so I think I want to use this as our... It's big enough to use as our focal point. Maybe I need to use some other, a little stash of stickers here. I don't think there's anything I need to use in here. I just... I was just looking to see if there was anything that needed to be included. It's coffee. Isn't that such a pretty sticker? Anyways. There's some mushrooms. Okay, that's enough randomness to play with. I have this frame. We would have to trim it. And I have this sticker. The problem with using this sticker is I wonder if it sticks on white or if it... I guess there's really only one way to tell. I have a feeling it'll stick on white though, yep. Well, we can always stick it on and hit it with some ink to tone it down. glue it down because I just pulled it up and it's on this mulberry paper and it pulled up with the mulberry paper. And I pulled it up because I needed to move it over. Trim this edge off before we get too crazy with it. And do we want a butterfly on it? I'm leaning towards that big gaudy gold butterfly for some reason. I don't know. Let's just stick it on and see what happens. Oh, come on. I like these clear stickers, but man, they're a pain in the bahonkus to deal with sometimes. Yeah, like that. I think the challenges, the prompts are changing. Like there's a splatter one and there's a, like there's different things with them. And so I've got to get out of the mode of one prompt, red, orange, yellow, yeah, yeah. We can tone down that. Not my favorite, but these little bitty challenges, these weekly challenges like this, they're so small that it's hard for me to really stretch with them, if that makes any sense. I'm okay with that. It's just, it kind of is what it is. That's what we're using for brown and vintage. I feel like there's another part of that prompt, like splatter or something like that, but I didn't catch that part. And again, I've got to do better, Shell. Do better on catching all the prompt. Expand my horizon on it. Gotta do better. Gotta do better. Where is my marker? marker is. So I'll have to stretch and get another one. And it's blue. That's okay. Week 10 was vintage brown. There you have it. Got a little sparkly going on. Check out Full Deck Challenge. Shanouki Art, again, on all the social medias. See what everybody else is doing for the prompts. I think a handful of people are working ahead. I'm not doing well with working ahead, and so I'm tackling them each week as they happen. Although this week was a little bit, usually I do them on Fridays, but today's Sunday, and so a little behind, but that's okay. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back next week with the prompt, and I'll try to catch all of the prompt if it's got splatters or whatever in it. And yeah. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.